Timer starts now. Welcome to the show, Hot, Not, and Bot. I was going to open up with the hot question, Jake and Joe's, and it was going to be, does anything besides injury matter to you in this Pirate series? And now, right before we hit record,
Wow.
Rizzo injury confirmed. So I think we're just going to chew on this for a while and get to Bot at the end. Anthony Rizzo got hit by a pitch. He has broken the fourth and fifth bone in his right hand on his fingers, the fourth and fifth fingers, but like in the hand part, here, not here if you're looking.
Yeah.
Um, very dismayed. Aaron Boone, if you listen to the post game, said, yeah, he might. It's just a pain thing. He might be able to play, but that's like half your hand. If you're
Yeah.
swinging a bat from the left side, that's kind of your power side in a way. That's your pull through. You know what I mean? Like if a guy swings with one hand, he usually chooses his offhand. Oh, maybe not. I don't know, but it's a big deal.
I mean, not only
Um,
that, that's his glove hand.
yeah, if it hurts to catch there, true. So yeah, bit of a big blow in a sense. Jake, what do you got on this?
It's tough, man, because we've done for the past month or so. We did like, hey, even if Rizzo can just play average defense at first and stand on the plate, that's a good option. He's Anthony Rizzo, like he's gonna have a statue at Wrigley Field one day, and especially with the Yankees with real hopes and aspirations this year, pretty brutal. So I don't know. It's going to be an all-time tough guy test because I mean Rizzo is literally if you did a baseball family feud trivia and said who's the guy in baseball that likes getting hit by pitches the most, it's Anthony Rizzo. So like if if he can play through it and it's pain, I I think he'll try. If not, I know Ben Rice got thrown out there, but I think it'd be his Waldo season, which again, this is nothing at Rizzo, but we've done a lot on how we wish Oswaldo was getting more at bats. The scariest thing is defense. The scariest thing is defense. Because if it's not Rizzo, you're talking about two kids who aren't first basemen. Joe's?
The one thing I really liked about Rizzo is that he was not only fielding really great and great scoops at first, but he was actually swinging the bat really well as well. He was looking really good, and I think this is a big loss for the Yanks. As far as Oswaldo Cabrera, I think we've seen him have some really good scoops, and sometimes Jazz can get a little excited over there at third and bounce one. But I hope that obviously this is not something that's going to be healed for the playoff run. So we just got to kind of figure this out right now. I think it's Oswaldo or busted right now, man. It's just what it is.
Yeah, I'm looking up other injuries to hands, and Jordan Westberg fractured his hand for the Orioles, and we just saw him return. And he got hurt on July 31st and didn't return until September 22nd. Now, this is an instance where they don't think it can be worse. So if they think Rizzo with a fractured hand if it doesn't hinder his defense at all and it provides he can swing, that's what kind of Boone was saying. Like, we'll see where the pain levels out because it's just about pain. Like
Jim,
but
in this last week, we now have lost three players that were projected to be on that playoff roster: Cortez, Rizzo, and
Cousins,
Cousins.
yeah.
Tough, man.
He
It's
did
tough.
mention Ben Rice, and I don't know if that's Boone not believing in Oswaldo or Boone just getting Ben Rice's name out there, and Ben has been hitting well in AAA, but uh, you say both of them don't have experience. I was going to say that, Jake. Like, who has more experience at first base between the two of them at this point? Probably Ben Rice still, but he doesn't have a ton.
Not by a lot. Not
I am watching these two games, and Oswaldo gets a hit in both of them. I found myself continuing to say, like, damn, how do we get him in games? He just hits every game he's in. But yeah, the defense, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, you hope that's again, with Yankees positive vibes going into the playoffs, it's either, Rizzo is an ultimate warrior and look what he's doing out there with a broken hand, or it opens up the Oswaldo. I think we've been looking for how to get Oswaldo in the mix, and this would be that. Um, I don't know. Ben Rice was a lot of fun, and the at bats felt okay, but the numbers were pretty tough. And he also not a first baseman, where Oswaldo's been at least a major leaguer, for a couple years now. That you don't think the moment's going to be too big for him.
Okay, I stand corrected on the thing. Ben Rice has played, if you're counting minor leagues, A ball,
Right.
high A, like a ton more than Oswaldo. Oswaldo's only played 69 innings there, where Ben Rice has played 900 innings at first base in all levels. But if you're talking about, I wanted to see like triple A. Do they do total triple A? No, they don't break it down like that, huh? Because Oswaldo's innings all have to come in major league at first. I don't think he's played
Right.
first in the minors. Yeah,
Yeah, but they're major league
all of
innings, so they
his
must
are
be
at
worth
first.
more.
Um, damn. I think if Rizzo can scoop it, they're gonna have Rizzo play. But that's an at bat gone.
Well, the good thing is that you have 1 day and 5 day, 1 game and 5 days to figure it out.
Yeah.
You got
Okay,
five
my
days to
next
see if he can do it or not.
quickly, we got 3 minutes to go. And another question I had will make this the not hot question. Dominguez has in this Pirates series 3 walks and a hit, I believe. I think he went 0 for 2 yesterday with 2 walks, and today he's 1 for 3 with a walk. So he's getting on base. His one hit was a dribbler. Verdugo didn't play today. Dominguez also caught a similar ball to the one he dropped in left. By playing Dominguez every day, does that mean the Yankees are going to start him? And or what would you do? Have you seen more? Does his eye help? Where are you at with Dominguez Verdugo? Jake?
I think yesterday's lineup was the one for me when they put Verdugo back out there, or excuse me, they put Dominguez back out there after the drop game. That was it. He's Jason Dominguez. He's a real prospect. He's got all the hitting talent in the world, and can you catch a fly ball? I think the answer is yes. And we saw a little bit of that today. This isn't like a first baseman who was killing it in the minor leagues that we kicked to the outfield. Like, this was a center fielder. I do think left field at Yankee Stadiums is one of the hardest outfield positions to play. Where again, would have loved if they messed around with this a little earlier. But dude, Dominguez gives pro at bats. Like, I know the OBP hasn't been incredible since he's been in the show, but he's drawn walks from both sides of the plate, which that's important, and he's a constant threat. So they're gonna roll him out in the playoffs. I do think that's the right call. If the moment were to get too big with him, then you have Verdugo there. But I mean, we might need, maybe Verdugo is a serious pinch hit contact candidate for Rizzo or Oswaldo or Ben Rice at this point. So like, I don't know. It's Dominguez.
Joe's?
Are the Yankees going to go 2 outfield bench bats in the playoffs? That's the question. Are they going to go with Grisham and go with Verdugo
Yeah.
on the
They're gonna have a
bench
lot
for
of
the playoffs?
yeah, they'll have a lot of bench for the DS.
Right. So, like, you have space to do it, so why not? And you give them valuable playoff experience that you need. And you also obviously want to win here, but who's to say he can't get better per round? This is a kid that came up and he had a home run off of Justin Verlander
Yeah.
in Houston. So it's I think we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. I felt last time we did this that he had that drop ball and it was tough. And he said the right things. Oh,
Interested if they play Baltimore. That's another left field that is wild. We got 9 seconds. Here's the bot question that Perpetually provided. What role does Yankee Stadium play in the team's identity?